Hello, it's me. I am your captain, the one and only Wild Hair 83. And once again, we are back to Atari. And let me tell you, it's not every day yours truly can say he's playing a video game that's older than himself. Yes, but we are here, and we are playing Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. Oh, I'm sorry, let me say that properly. We're playing Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. Yeah, it's not a very good port, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, off the bat, we're going to critique this game. We're not going to just completely shit on it just yet. But one of the first critiques is that the little pellets are like, they're not pellets. They're like little candy bars, I assume. And, yeah, that's a problem. This shit looks ugly. And you can't even, it's hard to tell if you've eaten the pellets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't look good. You know, this is probably one of the worst ports of any, like, I don't know. No, it's not, it plays okay. You know, it's not egregious with that. That sucks. This is like a Temu version of Pac-Man, like the kids would say. You know. You know, a Temu version. And they had a lot of those, by the way. There was a lot. Oh, man! What the fuck? But yeah, look at this shit, man. It's like, I don't know. This is not fun. And I love Pac-Man. Pac-Man is one of my all-time favorite games. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. I may not have played no Pac-Man up here, and that's why I want to correct that. But look, man, seriously, the main problem with this shit is you can't tell where the power pellets are. You know, no, not the power pellets, but I mean like just the little basic little things you gotta eat. You know, like these right here. Like, this is shit. And look, dude, look at that. Oh, really? That's how we go to the next level? Like, man, it doesn't have none of the charm. None of the charm of the... Dude, you could probably play a better Pac-Man game on a calculator. And I'm dead fucking serious. I'm assuming, I'm guessing. You could definitely probably play a better Pac-Man on one of those Tiger Wrist games. I can see dude, come on, man. This is awful, dude. Dude, I've had more fun. You remember those little water things? Oh, really? I'm dead. You remember those little water things? They had like the little loops, and you had to like press the shit to try to get the little loops on the little protruding thing, you know. Like, yeah, you've been off playing that shit. I don't know. It like I said, it functions. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is that supposed to be like one of the food items? Whatever it is, it's gone. It's like a square pizza. Yeah. Damn, I'm hungry. Man, what the fuck, man? Well, actually, you know what? I'll give this game some credit. I like the way Pac-Man opened. I like his animation. I just noticed that. Holy shit, look at Pac-Man's animation. Is that when he gets down to one life? I don't know. But I do like his... I will say I do like Pac-Man's sprite here. So I will give this game... Like I said, I want to give this game a fair critique. You know. Oh, man, that's all the lives I got? Fuck. What a fuckload of fuck. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I want to give this game an honest critique, you know, because like I said, this was back before my time. And, you know, if you listen to the AVGN, you know, like, this is one of the games that led to the crash of the video game industry in North America. You know, this is one of the games. And I assumed that E.T. was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. You know. Dude, I can tell you like this. This is way better than E.T. I have E.T. Yep. I have the game with those initials. Yep, I do. Oh, look, there's a square pizza. I got it. That square pizza gave me 100 points. Far out. I wonder if they got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game on Atari. Nah, I mean, probably homebrew, more likely. Oh. But no, you know, functionally speaking, this game isn't so bad. It just looks like shit. It really looks like shit. Dude, literally, Pac-Man's running around, look like he's eating like fecal matter. That's what I'm eating. Look at this shit. Oh man, fucking ghosts. On my TV, man, they're so blinky. I don't know how they look to you, but that's the charm, I guess. I guess that's why. You know, I really like Pac-Man's animation. You know, he doesn't even move like that in the arcade, so I'll give this game some credit. Okay, I'm about to say, man, come on, man. Like when the ghosts turn blue, like you can't even tell they're blue. Like they're all like they blue right now, cause all I see is fucking blue. Oh man, one of the worst colors. How come they couldn't make it black? If they could at least make it black, maybe. Oh, I love Pac-Man when he's got his mouth closed and he just got a dot. Like for real, man. I'm being dead serious. I really like that. You know, like I said, I'm giving this game a fair shot, a fair shake, fair critique. I think I'll get way. I was looking at the game with those initials, and I was looking at this game, and I was like, yeah, we'll definitely get more mileage out of this. Yes, I'm using my thumb, by the way, on the Atari joystick. I find this is one of them games I use my thumb for. And really, like, I just rested on the side and just tap it as it's really good. You know, the Atari joystick. Ah! Look at that. The Atari joystick is quite an awesome thing. You know, it's just too bad they didn't build it like to stand the test of time. But really, to be honest with you, I know that you can use a Sega. Oh, fuck. I know you can use a Sega controller or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or a Sega Master System, you know, or Sega Genesis. Man, for real, look at these pellets, man. This shit, like, it's not easy on the eyes, like, to determine where you got to go, like, what your next objective is, you know? I don't like this shit. But it doesn't play half bad. Dude, why that fucking thing didn't even touch me, man? That's some bullshit. Let's play again. Yeah, it's not so bad. I mean, it just looks like shit. I gotta get the square pizza. Or maybe it's a combo. Yeah, big ass oh man, the big ass combo's gone. Fuck. Fucking fucktarded shit. Man, fucktarded game. Oh man. Pac-Man running around eating fecal matter. Call it shit man. Or Duke man. Or baby, just call him Duke man. Yeah, Duke man. Cause we're eating all this shit's coming out of some Duke. Yeah, this game is duped. It's alright. I mean, like, I feel like they could have just put more time in it, man. What? I did hear that, Miss Pac-Man. I need to get Miss Pac-Man. Actually, I got that shit coming. So, be looking out for that, sometime. Oh, man. And I heard Miss Pac-Man is like the shit. I heard that's like one of the best games you can get on this console. So, definitely got check in the mail. Got the chick in the mail. Got Pac-Man's wife. I wonder if they stayed together all these years. You know, makes you wonder. I wonder if Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man would still consider, like, you know, still together. Yeah. I'm a gamer who definitely thinks way too much. Oh! Oh wow, look at that. Did you see that? I like, wow, that's pretty cool. This game is, I feel like it just looks like shit. You know, that's this game's main problem. It just looked like shit. But I feel like playability, oh man, look at that. When it comes to playability, I mean, it's still Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man. They could have done a whole lot worse, I'll say. I bet they got way better Pac-Man clones on this console. Let's see, I'll play again. No, I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of games I miss playing here. Like just these these quick little burst games. You know, like, you know, and then it's like Etch-a-Sketch. You just reset the whole thing after, you know, and it's like it's an addictive. Like this shows how much I like Pac-Man. Yeah, that's all this is. Yeah, this just shows you how much I love Pac-Man. So you're playing Pac-Man on Atari 2600 like a fucking moron. A happy moron too. You know, like they say, ignorance is bliss. Yeah, we don't like to be ignorant. I want to put that out there. And I frown upon ignorance, typically speaking. But don't want to get in all that. Don't want to get in that thick thing of weeds there. But no, man, like I do want to reiterate, I'm playing old games now. I'm going back to my roots here. Actually, going back past my roots. I'm going to the other side of the fucking planet here. You know, I'm going to the Earth's core just about here with going to play Atari 2600. You know, but I think it's cool. I really like Atari. I've had this Atari since 2020, and I am just ashamed I have not made no videos. But like they say, you know, there's a whole lot of like, I don't know, I guess there's just like a whole lot of shit going on with like video games now. And like, yeah, I'm kind of wondering how long I'm going to be in the modern game scene. And as I wonder all this, I'm like, you know what, this modern game scene don't even matter to me. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll be sad if I can't make my Battle Maiden. Like, let's say if I would wake up tomorrow and if you were to take, like, if there were no more PlayStation 5 for me. Like, dude, I would be sad. I would be sad, no joke. You know, kind of got hooked on the shit. Oh, fuck, man. Fuck that pinky. Fuck. You know, I would be sad if I woke up tomorrow and like, yeah, my PlayStation was gone and like, and then there was no, it won't coming back. You know what I'm saying? But you get over it. And then it's like, you know, dude, I got probably hundreds of games. Physical copies of games. I have hundreds. I got a couple hundred, maybe. Not, you know, yeah. That's plural, so yeah, that qualifies as hundreds. Got a couple hundred, like physical copy games. Between the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, the Sega Master System, the Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, yeah, you know. Yep, and Atari, Game Boy. Oh, dude, don't forget Game. Dude, I got quite a few Game Boy games. Maybe I'll fire up the Super Game Boy after a while. But no, I want to highlight Atari just for a little bit here, because, like I said, this is a console that it slipped right before me, right before my time. But it was a part of my life. It was just a brief part of my life. Like, I'd go over to cousins' house and stuff, and they'd pull out an Atari. And like a lot of the Ataris would barely. I remember they would barely function. They couldn't get like it would look like it just wouldn't work. You know, a lot of them just wouldn't work. You know, so I couldn't really play a lot of Ataris. It would be really rare if I ran up to somebody and they had a fully functional Atari and like without any issues, like controllers work and all that. Like, nah, man, it was a long time ago. It was a real long time ago. And then, like I said, but I got my Nintendo. Christmas of, I want to say, what, 87? Is that right? Yeah. Christmas of 87. I got my first Nintendo, and got Mario, and dude, that was the first of my like true game career right there. You know, that I actually remember, and I got fond memories of. I got fond memories of my dad playing the game with me. Oh man, fuck this shit, stupid fuck. I got fond memories of my dad playing the video game, playing Mario with me, you know, because he had to get me started. And then once my dad got me started, he kind of didn't want to play the game no more. And but boy, I tell you what, playing the game with my dad was like a drug. Like that, those few times that we did play the game, I remember every second. You know, I remember every little thing. You know, I remember the first time I saw a glitch. Yeah, dude, I remember the first time I saw the Nintendo glitch up. Like I saw, like, you know, there was a Z or something that popped up on the screen out of nowhere, and like I asked my dad, like, wow, like what is that? And like he was like, oh, that's a little extra gift Santa Claus gave you. Some shit like that. I can't remember his expression. I can't remember exactly what he said. But what was going on? Actually, my Nintendo was actually malfunctioning, and my dad had to actually take the Nintendo back to Kmart, or was it Montgomery Ward? I think it might have been. No, I can't remember. But anyways, he had to take it back and basically get another one. But it was real hard because I want to remind everybody I was there. Nintendo's always had shortages, and like they always had that business practice of, like, you know, shit not being in supply, but there being a great demand for it. One of the games I remember is Super Mario Brothers 2. Yeah, that was one of the first games that like where it was like the only reason why I got that game. It was like back then I would only get games if it was like Christmas or my birthday, you know, and so like one day, dude, I come home from my cousin's house, staying the weekend at my cousin's house, and all of a sudden my dad's like smiling. He's like, "Yeah, I got something for you." And it was like, holy shit, he's got Mario too. And dude, it was like Christmas in July. I remember it was hot, you know, but it was Christmas in July, dude. But the only reason why he got that for me was because like it was the most rarest game at the time. You know, it was the Tickle Me Elmo of its day. Go back and like look at it, kids. Super Mario Brothers 2, Doki Doki Panic over there, but it was Super Mario Brothers 2 over here. That game was one of the first games during the so-called computer chip shortage, and it was one of the first games that was really hard to get. And my dad just happened to like, I guess he said he just happened to see it, and he just bought it, you know. Man, I appreciate, like, my dad was the one that pretty much got me in it. My mom got me, like, she would take me to the stores and hold me up to this stuff, and I guess my dad was looking like, well, dang, man, we're putting a lot of quarters in those machines, you know, and stuff, so my dad eventually was like, well, let's just get him his own games console, and then, you know, and then what happened after I got my Nintendo, let me tell you what happened after I got my Nintendo, and then we would still go to these little country stores and stuff, and they had the arcade machines, they have new arcade machines. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I saw Double Dragon, you know, in arcade. But mom would be like, "Nah, you got your arcade at the house." It was like, damn, you can play that one for free. Damn, that's the one we spent all that money on. You know. Oh boy, yeah, man. I'm under the impression now a lot of people don't appreciate shit now. I'm under the impression a lot of young people really don't appreciate. They don't have that value, and like they don't know what it is, like how special it is that like your parents would buy something like that for you, you know, because you know your parents really don't have to get you shit, but whatever the fuck, you know, they really don't have to get you shit, you know, but food and fucking like whatever scraps of clothing you put on your goddamn back, you know, but your parents don't have to get you shit, you know, and I'm just really happy and I'm grateful that, you know, my parents, my dad more specifically, invested quite heavily in my gaming experience here. So I guess if you hear me talk about my dad so much, that's the reason why. Dad was the one. He was the one that unlocked this colorful, shiny, brand new world to me. Mom held me up to it too and stuff, you know. But he was the one that came up with the idea. Well, let's just get him his own. You know, he was the one that said, let's just get him his own. And my dad, he really took pleasure. He made it an art and hooking me up. You know, he was like a wizard. The way he would like make it a surprise, you know, make it like something special, memorable, you know. But so yeah, you know, hey, this Pac-Man right here, it ain't so bad. I feel like it ain't as bad as the people made it out to be. You know, yeah, it looks like shit. Hell yeah, it looks like shit. But dude, look at that Pac-Man animation. I've never seen Pac-Man move like that. Like, dude, no, he don't even have an eye typically. So, hey, you know, I'll take that as a win. I like Pac-Man. One of my all-time favorite game characters. One of my all-time favorite games. Oh no, we got fucked. Man, dude, where is it? No, you can't even see the shit. And the ghosts are fucking all over it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm gonna get that last little piece of shit right there. Okay, fuck that. They're over there trying to gatekeep, yo. Look at them. Dude, look at this shit. Oh, wow. The AI is pretty good. Okay, I got it. All right. I like how it looked like one big long turd. Yeah, that little part, that last little part I had to eat. But yeah, man, no, I'm playing these games, man, because video games is my hobby. You know, I mean, it's everybody's hobby, but I ain't a fake gamer. You know, like some people might like look and say, oh, you know, because there are a lot of gamers, you know, they collect the shit, you know what I'm saying, but they will never play it. You know, and it just sits there and like they just say, "Oh yeah, look, I'm a gamer because look, I'm a retro gamer because I got all these games behind me. Yeah, look at all this shit, all this expensive shit I got behind me. Yeah, it's like a status thing, but you know, nah, dude, I'm a legitimate, like I love video games, And that's the reason why I've decided to get back in the ring here, so to speak, on YouTube, on retro gaming. Because I want to let people know, hey, look, man, this ain't no bullshit ass. This ain't no, this is my hobby right here, yo. This is like one of the first hobbies I ever had. And just want to kind of talk to you and talk about it a little bit, Well, we done played. Damn, dude, I can't believe we played this shitty ass game for over 20 minutes. What the fuck? Dude, I must be retarded. Well, now I think that we'll wrap it up there. We'll put our joystick down. I am your captain, the one and only Wildhair83. I want to thank you so much for watching me play Pac-Man on Atari 2600. Hopefully, I've showed you that this game isn't as bad as people made it out to be. It does look like shit, but I've seen far uglier games, and at least it plays pretty good. At least it does kind of play like Pac-Man a little bit. Well, okay, well, that's it.